Hello students, how are you all? Today we will study about Hertz's stability criterion. Okay. So we have talked about stability in basics of control system. You have some idea about it that you can analyze any system in S domain and tell whether the system is stable or not. You simply plot the poles of the system in S plane and tell whether the system is stable, unstable or marginally stable. So this is our S plane. Okay, this is our S plane. This is right hand side and this is left hand side. So if the poles of system lie on the left hand side, then the system is said to be stable. But if any pole lie on the right hand side, then the system will be unstable. If poles lie on the imaginary axis, then the system will be said marginally stable. Okay, you can tell from pole location whether the system is stable or not. So if you are given a transfer function, for example, a transfer function, we have given g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So the characteristics equation of this system will be characteristics equation will be 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. This characteristics equation is nothing but the poles of the system, and we have to analyze the poles of the system. This is our transfer function. This is the characteristics equation of this transfer function, and this characteristics equation is nothing but the poles of the system, and to determine the stability of any closed loop transfer function, we will have to use this characteristics equation. We will analyze the poles, then we will tell whether the poles are in the left half of the plane or in the right half of the plane, or they are on the marginally stable system. So let us come to the point that what is Hertz's criterion. Hertz is nothing but it is a technique that will tell you whether the system is stable or not. Hertz's criteria is a table in which we analyze the characteristics equation. This one, we analyze this equation of any system. We can find whether the system is stable or not. So if we have two transfer functions, for example, transfer function 1 is 1 upon s plus 1 and transfer function 2 is 1 upon s plus 5. So how will we plot this? We will take s plus 1 equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation of this transfer function 1. and this is the characteristics equation of this transfer function 2. So here s will be equal to -1, here s will be equal to -5. If we plot these both transfer functions in s plane, this will the one pole at -1, this will be at -5. From here we can determine which system is more stable, because as we go if you go in this side, you are going towards the systems that are going to be unstable. If we are going in this side, left side, it means that system is going to be more stable. So in these both systems, this one is more stable and this one is less stable, because this system is closer to the right half of the plane. So Ruther's table is a technique that can find whether the system is stable or not. This technique is based on characteristics equation, that is 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. So we write this characteristics equation 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0 in the form of a table. So we will learn about the table, about the transfer functions, and about the characteristics equations that we will write in the form of a table. First of all, we need to know that how we can determine the stability of a function. So if in this table, if the first column of the system of this table, the first column of this table are positive, the coefficients in this table are positive, or all coefficients are negative, we call the system stable. Here, if all the coefficients of first column are positive, or all the coefficients in the first column of the table are negative, then the system is said to be stable. But if in the first column of the table the sign of coefficients is changed, system will be unstable. Here you can see that the first it is positive and second is positive. No sign change, positive, positive. From positive it goes to negative, sign change. If there is any sign change, then the system will be unstable. Okay. So what Ruther's criteria tells us? Ruther's criterion states that the number of roots of the characteristics equation with positive real parts is equal to the number of sign changes of the first column of array. Means the number of sign changes will determine the number of poles in the right half of the plane. If there is sign changes, the system will be unstable and the number of sign changes will determine the number of poles. So this method yields stability information without the need to solve for the closed loop system poles. Also, using this method we can tell how many closed loop system poles are in the left half of the plane and how many are in the right half of the plane are on the marginary axis, means this imaginary axis, JW axis.